Hey y'all, it's Dr. B here. It's been a minute, y'all. I've been so busy, especially after the menopause event. I've been speaking to ladies in Louisiana, here in Texas, San Antonio and Dallas, and even here in Houston, women's ministries. Then I got a new work schedule. It's been crazy since the new bill passed. And so I'm at work 5.5 days a week. It's been a lot, but it's okay. I'm grateful for my job and I love what I do. Okay. And so I've been getting a lot of messages, people asking me about supplementation, what I should be taking. Now, let me tell y'all this, and I always advise ladies, don't just start taking it because it's trending on social media. I do suggest you go get tested to see if you have what you're lacking in and you need to supplement. And here's why you need to supplement for various reasons. One, because the food is lacking, and two, your diet is lacking. Not they're not the same, even though they sound the same. The food, meaning the sources of food, is changing. We have a lot of GMO. Um, if you turn the labels overnight, it says this food contains bioengineered. So a lot of stuff is changing. And then now, that's the food sources. Now, the diet is what we're consuming, what you're eating. We're not eating healthy. We're not making the best food choices. We don't eat fruits and vegetables. We eat a lot of fast food. And because so our diets are lacking. Okay. So it's a combination of both diet and food source. And so I do suggest that you go get your labs drawn to see what you're lacking in. But I still think that there are some things that we need to supplement, especially if you're in your 40s and 50s, you're perimenopausal and menopausal. Okay. And so let's talk about some of the things that I think that we should be supplementing. And I'm only talking about what I'm taking right now. You may need something else. So please consult your physician, healthcare provider, um, about what you should be taking. And so the first thing that I want to talk about that I take is vitamin D with K2. So why vitamin D with K2? Well, first of all, we need to be taking vitamin D for to help our bones get stronger. But the K2 helps the vitamin D absorb calcium and tell that calcium where to go to our bones, to our teeth. Okay, so you need that. It's kind of like K2 is like the air traffic controller. It tells um, the calcium where to go, if that makes sense. So we need that vitamin D for immune support. Yeah, we all need it. And so, what are some sources? Of course, that good old sunlight. But who outside? We sit at our desk all day long working. I go outside every day because I love to be outside. Even if I'm gonna be in my garden, or walking outside, I walk outside at least once a day. But you need to be outside. But if you can't get outside, you need to be supplementing. And another thing that we do is we slather on all the sunscreen, and sun can't get in. It can't penetrate your skin. Now, I'm not a opponent of sunscreen because sometimes too much sun exposure can hurt you, but we need to be getting some. So we need to hold on and let the sun absorb. And so, what are some sources? Fatty fish, that's like salmon. Salmon is a good source of vitamin D. Eggs, cheese. Some of the foods are even fortified that you'll see on the shelf, fortified with calcium, fortified with vitamin D. So any kind of food source that's fortified. Um, but supplementation is really good. The second supplement I want to talk about is magnesium. Now, and I know it's like maybe I think 7 or 8 different kinds of magnesium. And so um, I think that you need to do your research to find a good source. I actually take a brand that's three in the top three: glycinate, um, citrate, and L-threonate are the ones that's in the supplement that I take. And so what is this magnesium for? The glycinate good for sleep and relaxation. The citrate good for GI, bowel movements. The L-threonate good for um, nerve function, nerve function. And so I think it's important that you look into the best source for you. I do take the one with the three. I also use a magnesium oil on the bottom of my feet every single night. Now I got soft feet and I sleep really, really good. On top of that, with my progesterone. Oh, I rest so good, y'all. I sleep so good. And so I know it's a part because of my supplementation with my magnesium. And then, so what are some good sources of magnesium? So you got leafy greens, you got nuts, you got seeds, whole grains. Now, I don't eat a whole lot of whole grains because I'm sensitive to gluten. And so you can find some enriched pastas, and you can also find some gluten free. So just be mindful of your sensitivities. Beans are good. What else? So, do your research. Try to find the best source for you. I have my B12. I take a specific brand because why did I take it? I got to think about it. So B12 needed for energy, red blood cell formation, some of the things that B12 is good for, but I literally take it because I need the energy. I have a high stress profession, job, business, and then, I have some issues with my immune system already. I need to stop picking at my face. I have some immune issues, and so I have a lot of fatigue. And so I feel like the daily um, uh, B12 supplements helps me with my energy level. And so, of course, B12, you can get it in it's in all kinds of fortified food. And so you want to look for it in meats, fish, and dairy. Um, and then you can see it is fortified in some cereal and even some juices I've been seeing. And then the other supplement I take is omega-3 fatty acids. And I take this is good for and it's so important. A lot of people don't understand that we need it. It's an anti-inflammatory. So I've been taking omegas for a long time because I have an issue with inflammation because of the autoimmune disease. It's also good for heart health, brain, joint health. It is really we need to be taking it. And what food sources? Of course, fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, even sardines. And I love sardines. It's trending on TikTok. They're making a sardine salad. I've been doing that for years. Okay. I love them. And so they're very, very good for you. I also, I'm supposed to shoot a video for y'all of my morning smoothie because I get a lot of this in my smoothie in the morning. So also a good source of omegas is flaxseed, chia seeds, and hemp seeds. Yeah. So you can just put a scoop in your morning smoothie or even in your yogurt. Now, let me tell you this about chia seeds. A lot of people don't know. You need to put it in water and let it soak for 5-10 minutes. The seeds, they swell and they get soft. Okay, they shouldn't be the crunchy seeds in your smoothie. You need to give them time to swell. So I always, when I get up in the morning, and I let the dog out. When I let her out, I go get my chia seeds and put it in, or I already have them in a little container on my counter. I just add water. Then I let her back in. She get her little morning blueberries or whatever she's gonna have, and then I get ready for work. And when I on my way out, I stop in the kitchen and I put my morning smoothie together, and I drop my chia seeds in there. They're already plump, they're already swollen, and the benefits can be released as I put them in my blender. So yeah, flaxseed, hemp seeds, and chia seeds. And flaxseed, I do use some ground. I use some whole, but I like this this it's an flaxseed oil I buy from a store, Whole Foods. It's in the refrigerated section, and I get it and I put a tablespoon in my smoothie every day. Yeah. So omega-3 fatty acids. The other supplement I take is collagen. Yeah, y'all, we need some collagen. Okay. You have good, smooth, tight, taut skin. Um, you have the crow's feet around the eyes and right here. And I see a lot of people who are on, who have a lot of rapid weight loss or on GLP-1s. The skin is all wrinkled or sagging and it's a lot of swinging. It could be for menopausal women the loss of the collagen because that happens, okay? And so collagen is good for bone health, joint health, and because I have two diseases that affect my bones and joints, I've been diagnosed with two rheumatoid arthritis, and I've been supplementing with collagen for a minute for this full year and probably half of last year when I realized that it's depleted in menopause. And so I've been using it. And now I'm going to caution you, a lot of these collagen supplements are full of fillers, and you don't want that. So make sure you do your research. I use one that's A plus and B plus. Sometimes I can't get the A plus. I be mad. But now what I've gotten smart is it's a little pricey, but I buy 3 bags at a time because sometimes it's sold out a lot. And then the B plus is really good. It's still very good, but I'm gonna use some very high grade supplements because my health is of the most important for me, and so good for your bone, skin, and joints. And some of the natural sources are uh, fish skin, bone broth, chicken skin. Not listen, not the one fried down in the grease that's crispy, making that good sound when you eat. Not that. You just done messed it up with all that oil. But maybe the skin from baking. Oh my God. Especially if it's seasoned well. Um, and then of course collagen peptides, and that's the thing that I use in my daily smoothie. And sometimes I'll just mix it in a little, when I've juiced, I mix it in my fresh squeezed juice, and it just dissolves right there. You don't even have a taste. You don't taste it. And yeah, so collagen. If you got a lot of dimples that look like Swiss cheese in your legs, on your butt, you need some collagen. Um, Somebody who I know took some GLP-1s, they were standing over me talking to me, and I was looking up under here, under their neck. It just looked like a wrinkled, dried prune under there. And the skin was just hanging. I was like, whoa, get you some supplements of collagen if you're on a GLP-1, especially, and then if you're in menopause or perimenopause. We need that for our skin to look nice, supple, and taut, okay? Very important. Then we have fiber. Whoo, y'all. Fiber is king. We need it because one, people are not eating enough fiber-rich foods. And it's important for gut health, bowel movements. Fiber is very, very important. It helps reduce the cholesterol. It helps reduce blood sugar. Okay, so we need some, my dog. We need some, we need fiber, and it helps bulk up your stool. It helps you have a good, complete bowel movement. And so, um, what are some sources? Of course, any fruit with skin, organic. Okay, fruits, vegetables, organic. I'm gonna say it. I'm sorry. Yeah. Whole grains, beans or legumes, psyllium husk. Okay. Now let me talk about fiber just for a second, y'all. Do not just 25 milligrams a day, but don't just start. I'm just gonna go hard on some fiber today. Do not. You gotta ease into fiber, or you're gonna be walking around bloated, looking like a 5-month pregnant lady. Okay, and you be having gas. It'll make you gassy. You gotta ease into it. So I always tell people to just start with half of the dose, or even half of that. Like 10 milligrams, 2 or 3 days. then work up to 15, then 20, 25. Just don't jump into it, because you're going to be a bloated mess and you're going to feel so uncomfortable and you're going to have a lot of gas. So now this is where I do want to talk about a supplement, and I got to re-up. Okay. I've been really lacking. Um, if anybody follows Dr. Mary Claire Haver here on the Pause Life, um, this lady booked the new menopause, and I gave 5 copies away at my menopause event, y'all. That book saved my life. I'm telling you. I went when I found out. I heard a book. I listened to it on Audible, and then I had to get the e-version, because I needed to highlight and click on them links to them studies that she have in there. And so I went on her website, and I had a lot of those supplements already. I already used, and I had some really good brands. But I was using a fiber gummy, and those gummies are no good. They're full of sugar, and they mess up your teeth. So be careful with some of them, okay? So I did get her, and I'm gonna tell you, I got her supplement, okay? And it's empty. I just got probably a half a scoop left. I'm out to be ashamed of myself, but I love it because it's orange. I love the way it tastes. And I just mix it in a little water in the morning, stir it up real good, and shot it down. And I know it's some other brands. Some of them are good. Even the popular brand, you need to check it. It's a lot of food coloring, additives, sugar. You don't need all that. You just need some fiber, okay? Fiber. Fiber is king. Get you a good source. The next thing is creatine. Yeah, it's good for muscle strength, bone density, um, even I think metabolism. And y'all, let me tell y'all something. Um, I was like, that's for bodybuilders. Even as a seasoned nurse, clinical nurse specialist, even I was like, that's for people who lift weights. Actually, it's not. It's good for our muscles. Like I said, bones. And let me tell you something. Women, we suffer in menopause from sarcopenia, and that's the loss of muscle. And if you are taking a GLP-1, 9 times out of 10, if you are not lifting, and I'm not talking about 5 or 10 pounds, you have some sarcopenia happening. You need to supplement some creatine. Um, and it's some other brands out here I want to try. Um, But right now, I got a brand that I'm been kind of with, doing some more research. But we need to be doing resistance training and lifting weights. Last week I lift one. I'm at 150. Yes, I can lift 150 pounds, and I think I squatted 3 or 4 times with it. So I'm getting strong. Um, and I know I need this. I need this creatine, because I don't want the muscle loss. I don't want the loss. Even that's why I'm supplementing with collagen. We need women, menopausal and perimenopausal women. We need this creatine for our bone density, for our muscle strength, for our muscle health, and of course we need a collagen to go along with it. Um, and so, um, where do you get it from? Red meat, fish, and of course supplementation. Okay. I don't eat a lot of red meat. I just don't. I eat a lot of fish, um, but I know it's not enough. And so we got to supplement with some creatine. And it's not just for the bodybuilders. We need it, ladies. And I'm almost done. Um, Probiotic, pre-probiotic. First of all, let me say this. No, let me say this. Let me say this first. We need it for good health, gut health. We need it for immune support. Yeah, we need to build our microbiome. Did you know that your immune system is in your gut? So we gotta take care of our gut, okay? And so let me tell you this: the one that's on the shelf down the aisle, sitting there it's been in a truck, it's been in a warehouse, it's been on the store shelf for maybe a year or longer, um, is dead. You need a live probiotic, prebiotic. You need a live one. And so I caution you to go to the refrigerated section in your food in your store, and even the big box stores, they have it. The grocery stores, they have it. You don't have to go to one of the health food stores. They have it in the big box stores. They have a little refrigerated section. Go in and get you a good um, uh, probiotic. You need it, and and especially because we don't have it, we don't eat enough. So we need good yogurt. Not all the yogurt that's the store is not good. Some of it is so full of sugars and artificial flavors and colorings. You need a good yogurt. You can get it from that. You can get it from sauerkraut. You can get it from kimchi. You can get it from kefir. Yeah, we need we need a probiotic. And so in my morning smoothie, I get about three to four tablespoons every single day in my smoothie. It's the base in my smoothie. Yep. So you need some you need a probiotic. Remember to get it out the refrigerator. It's alive. You know, it's sitting on the shelf. It's dead. Yep. Okay. And then turmeric, the orange stuff, curcumin is the last supplement that I take on a daily basis. It's some good sources out here too, y'all. I have a good one that's not expensive that I use. I make a little turmeric water, turmeric tonic sometimes at night. And so what is the turmeric for? It's first of all, it's an anti-inflammatory. It helps support estrogen in our body, and so we need it. Joint support, brain health. The caution, you need to make sure it has you use black pepper with it. Black pepper helps activate it. And so where do you get it from turmeric. Yeah, you need to get the fresh organic turmeric. It looks almost like ginger. Or you can get the spice. It's orange, and be careful with it because it does stain, but you can get a little Clorox wipe and get it up, you know, off of there. It stains your hands, it stains your clothes, so be careful with it. So you got to supplement or use it in your cooking. If you're cooking a spice dish or curry dish or something, you might have it in there already. But if you don't eat enough of it, you want to supplement it every single day. Okay, so those are the supplements I take. Now let me just say this: I do eat a very good diet. Like I said, I cut up every now and then, but when I do cut up, it's usually on the weekend. I eat well during the week, and usually on either Saturday. One day I just kind of eat what I want, but honestly I don't. I don't eat bad. Um, like today was like, you can say it's a cheat day. I ate a bowl of gumbo, went and hung out with mama for a little bit, ate a bowl of gumbo, a little bit of rice, not much. And so, and I've had a yellow kiwi, an orange, and some grapes. That's what I've had today. So I still eat really good. And just for purposes, I'm about 155 pounds. I want to lose 5 more pounds, and I think I'm good there. But I'm solid. I'm muscle because I lift every day. Um, I exercise 6 days a week. Um, so I'm taking really good care of myself, and I do. I feel amazing. I do. So just to recap, what supplements I take: vitamin D with K2, magnesium, B12, omega 3 fatty acids. I take collagen, creatine, fiber, and my probiotic is pre and a postbiotic. I don't know how it's all of that. And then I take a turmeric. Oh, and did I say magnesium, baby? I can't forget that because I'm about to go spray this on my feet in a minute, and I'm going to night night. Yeah, so those are the supplements that I take as a 56-year-old menopausal woman with 2 autoimmune diagnoses. So, and like I said, I feel amazing, and you can get there too. I hope this was informative, and of course, my inbox is open. You are free to reach out to me. And I'll just share my knowledge with you and help you make an informed decision about your health. This is Dr. B. I hope you're having an amazing day. Talk to y'all soon. Bye for now.